Progress. 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 Wait, is that Bane? Progress. It's everywhere. Can ya feel it? Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of our City Skylines $1 Million playthrough. It's Morgoth the Barbarian, and we are back for another fun episode. Where today, we are finally going full capitalist mode. Yep, it is finally happening. Because I got a plan to finally get some money out of this city. Because we are looking for $1 million in weekly income, and oh crap, oh boy. Don't tell the shareholders we're losing money. They're not gonna like it. I think this might be my fate. Oh dear. You know what? Just hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I promise nothing bad will happen. We'll keep that secret of us losing money to ourselves. Anyways, moving on. There's actually kind of a reason for that. Because while I was away, there has been a lot, and I mean a lot of changes that have happened since. You can actually see one of them right now. So, off camera, I was busy developing this city a little bit. Clearly not this part, because that just looks horrible. I might have to deal with that inevitably. And as you can see, we now have train stations all around the city. You probably can't see it too well because of the fact that it's dark out, but we've got a little train junction over here. I don't like the fact that we're already getting backups. That's not exactly good. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, now you kind of can, but we've got a little bit of a train line circling on the outskirts of our suburbs here. The stations every so often. Obviously, this is meant to be the backbone of our passenger network. Yes, I know that looks kind of iffy, but so be it. As well as this one over here. And then you probably saw it at the intro. We've got a station for here. A little connection somewhere in here. Which, by the way, this is basically going to be our airport, so I'm not really concerned by there being a train line over here. Oh, now it decides to get light out. Okay, cool. We can adjust this as time goes on, but for now that'll work. And, of course, we have our main train line over here. A station over here. I believe there should be another station. Yep. And I just did that to, you know, get everything set up. What? Oh, that's not the cargo train faculty. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Nothing's burning down to the ground. We're all good. But yes, while we're off camera here, I built a whole lot of infrastructure. You can see our future harbors over here. We've got trains bustling. And to think we have just one industrial district, and this is about to get even more crazier. So we're going to essentially have to monitor this whole thing as time goes on. So what now, you ask? Well, first off, as it pertains to the city development, yeah, I kind of got to fill this whole space out, but that will come as time rolls on. Actually, hold on for 1 minute. I see something I want to do. Yeah, you know what? That is kind of far. Alright, we'll throw in one more road over here. Alright, I guess we're starting off by throwing up a road. There we go. So as time rolls on, we will have this all filled out. I don't have any passenger train service on yet, actually. Considering I'm now losing money, and I don't like that at all. Probably should shut down these train stations. Oh, now you decide to gain money. Alright, game. Alright. I see how it is. Until we get that set up and all that, I'll turn them off. Not this one. This one's for tourists. This one's for the business district. This one's for the main area. But we'll leave it turned off for right now until we can actually get that all set up and ready to go. If they're turned off, by the way, they don't take any money from us. And look at that. We're already 26 grand up. Isn't that wonderful? Convenient. Love to see it. Anyways, that's not why we're here for. And yes, I may build one more train extension, say, through over here and such. Maybe have it go up to here if I find it's directly an issue. But other than that, I think we should be fine. Well, isn't that a shame? Apparently the fire department's having issues. Not for nothing, but I actually may need to redo this entire block. This is just a mess and has been a royal thorn in my side since, well, let's call it forever. If I have to demolish this whole block, so be it, but no well. We're going to ignore all that for right now. We have a plan, though. Industrial districts. You know what? We need to start collecting and getting in on some of this industry because we've been slacking here. Alright, there's a reason why money has been kind of, you know, scarce. So for today, we're going to try to set up one oil district, one forestry district, and one iron district. Why do I say one and not say every color on this map? It mainly has to do with the fact that it takes some time for stuff to get up to level 5. The farm is really the only thing we can do this for. And yes, I'll probably put another farm over here, because why not? But the general thought is that we kind of slowly need to get... We should have at least one district just so we can get everything up to the 5th level. And once we do, we can literally place any building we want. But the key to industrial districts is that you have to unlock them. That's the problem here, and hence why we're only starting with one of each. So, with that being said, where's an attractive target for all this? Well, the oil district, as fate would have it, we've actually got an oil district keyed up, literally right here. The forestry district, this can be used. I mean, we've got the infrastructure prepared over here, so... Iron... I mean, we've got this area, but with a train line running through it, I don't know. Maybe I play keep away and intentionally do this district right here. We do have a train line. And by the way, those are going to be critical, too, because we can throw in, like, train lines as well. Wait, no, that is electricity. Okay, they stand highly corrected there. Never mind. I mean, at least good to know it's electrified or such. Then again, we have a train line running through this area, albeit we've got a highway, which does not help us. Same with over here. Alright, we'll save iron for last. Again, the farm we've already got all set. So, forestry. We'll start there, and... There's a couple good candidates in general for forestry, but I'd like to start with this little patch right here. This is going to be kind of our candidate right here for expansion. We've got a road running right through on the outside. We've got a train line that's kind of started, but not really connecting to anything. And but the train line is over here, so this isn't terrible. And I think I have just enough space to pull this off, albeit if I can build a road on the coast. So we're going to have to confine our roads. So, let's start off with the most important part, and that is the train line first. This will be priority number 1, first and foremost. No, we are not doing anarchy mode, get lost. Unless we absolutely have to, that is. I've done that before in previous episodes. I'm not afraid to go full anarchy, but, you know... If we don't need to do it, I'm not going to do it. And there you go. That train line is now open for business. Look at that. Next step. I need to get the road along the outside of this border. That's generally what I like to do here. So, know, if we do a medium industrial road, that should suffice all of our that should suffice what we're trying to do here. I can build it literally along the coast here and be just fine. So let me start off by doing this. Hello, game. There we go, and that kind of serves as sort of the outside portion of our thing here. I know we got another main road, but I'm not going to worry about it. And finally, let's do it. The industrial area. This will basically officially make it open for business. And we can expand this too if need be. I'm not really concerned. Ta-da! Sycamore Industries. Hello. Yes, now we have our industrial district. Of course, we'll need the power and water facilities. I'll worry about that later. I want money, dang it. So, with every little thing over here, we poured our initial forestry building. This seems to be the best spot for it, and say hello to Sycamore Forest Products. Hooray! And this is kind of why we're upgrading it as far, trying to get it to 5 initially. The first industrial district we place is always level 1 stuff, so all we have access to are sawmills, small tree plantations, and small logging yards. So again, if we can get it up to level 5 ASAP, that would be awesome. That way we can build more stuff. But since we can't do that, we'll just stick to 1. And this kind of gives the general idea of what I plan to do for basically all of our cities. So, or excuse me, industrial districts, not cities. We already know what we're doing with our city, and that's to screw it up. I mean, hi. Anyways. I know, it's asking for power and water. I can see it. I sees it. I sees it, but I don't believe it. We'll turn it off for right now. I'll deal with that later on. Let's just get the basic road infrastructure set up, shall we? We shall. I think that should be good enough, considering how big these buildings can sometimes get. So the trick is to pay attention to how much estimated production you get, and you want as maximum as possible. So we'll do the smaller ones, say, over there. We'll start off with 2. We'll do the larger ones kind of more in the middle. And we'll start off with a basic sawmill. Well, I did say this could get expanded. It's kind of the good idea. And again, we can only build buildings inside the industrial district. So if we need to build them across the street, our production buildings, that is, so be it. Ideally, this isn't really how I want to do it either, though. Actually, you know what? I can already see problems with this. Right off the bat. Oh, look. Oh, look, I'm already screwing this up. Isn't this wonderful? Not really. It's better to have this issue pop up now than later on, though. If it pops up later on, then we've got a problem. And that's when future me starts cursing present me out. But if it happens now, at least we have time to do it. So this will be where all of our industrial buildings will go to. Again, it's kind of smallish, so it's fine. And then we build this out to there. We get our very first sawmill right on the corner over here. Ta-da. And now, remember how I said we needed power and water? Well, let's do that. Before, you know, I get accused of forgetting again, because it's not like I've done that before, like for, I don't know, the whole game, or the whole time I've played this. It's way too easy to do, I swear. It really is. We'll just be a bit proactive, though, and get the whole district set up. And then, of course, we need some electricity here. Uh-oh. You know what? we're going to do something a little awkward, too. I'm going to put some offshore wind farms. We are running a little bit lowish on electricity, mind you. So there we go. That should be sufficient to start. And then... there we go. That should fix that problem. You're now turned on, and I think we're all set, right? Yes, no, maybe yes. Okay. So there we go. Ugh. Oh, I'm going to get yelled at for losing money. Ha 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 ha. That's awesome. So anyways, what I planned on doing with each train, little like train station over here. We're building like a medium industrial road, is to kind of have like a separate like cargo train line. Like to have one for each. That way our trains can actually act independently. So let me do that. I gotta roll this a little bit perpendicularly to the road here. And then that will allow me to place what we're looking for, which is this. That'll have to do for right now. You're gonna need power and water, I just know it. So we can't have that enough. No power, no water means no money. That's basically how this works. There we go. And then last but certainly not least, we need to connect each of it. We'll do a 2-lane. And this basically gives you the general idea of what I'm trying to shoot for with this. That's fine. Alright. And we'll finish off the 2-lane road because how else is traffic going to go? Do what it needs to do. Hold on a minute. There we go. And as you can see, it's one way. And we do have enough space for warehousing as well. Let's get one small little warehouse over here. Yeah, we'll do this, especially in honor of our thing having it. That should be good enough. We, of course, set it to whatever we're looking for. So in this case, zone industry forest products. And there you go. And now we'll just need to repeat this exercise until we get what's needed. We'll actually throw one more forestry tile in here. Yeah, that'll be a good space for it. Sure, why not? And there we go. Now we have a little bit of a small forestry district that's going to take its sweet time to get up in level. Now, I'll worry about the other thing later on. We'll make it super advanced too. We'll worry about, like, passenger rail traffic and how people are going to get here and all that stuff. But generally speaking, that's kind of got to be the idea. And as you can see, inevitably we'll get our own production up and running. But for right now, this will have to suffice. And again, we are looking for resource units and workers until we hit the next level. So those will inevitably go up, but for right now, they'll stay the same. 1 down, 2 to go. Next up is the oil, and this is the money maker of the group here. This is the absolute money maker. Oil and iron ore are exactly are the big ones. Now, don't worry, I did turn unlimited oil and iron on. Otherwise, we are never going to make 1 million, and I'm probably going to, like, lose it. So I'm just going to start by putting out a main road on the outside here. It's going to be very, very critical. We'll set it right here and connect it up. Now, I'm aware I've got 2 main roads coming in here. So if you follow me here, we'll connect these bad boys up to the main one. There's a train line over here, isn't there? What? Oh, it might be. It's because it's elevated. Huh, okay. Okay, there's that main road. That's all set. Okay, there we go. Now there's like two kind of like quasi exits. We can have more. I'm probably going to put oil production buildings over here and leave the main production area over here. So with that being said, let us get our oil district zoned out. Say that's going to be the main part of the oil one. As for special factories, we'll deal with that when the time comes through. But for right now, we're not going to worry about that. We'll put it up here, make this kind of the entranceway. It can go all the way up here, and there we go. And that, I know, that is a very large oil district, but it'll work out in the end. And speaking of which, we should probably get it all set up. I would say, since this is the main road, we should probably, it's only right if we set that up here. And once again, you can kind of see just there's this minimal stuff over here. It's just basic run-of-the-mill stuff. And the objective is to try to get that up as fast as we can here. Otherwise, reasons. I'm aware that nothing is powered or watered. I can read that game. You don't have to tell me. Now, of course, we're going to have to build a road for this. There's just no other way we can do this. So I'm going to build 2 roads to start out with. Like such. We'll fill in the gaps if need be, and I'll deal with this train line later on. I know, and again, this is going to be... now hold on a minute. Alright, so I did say this would be an airport area. This actually could be a cargo airport area. I'll deal with this rail line later on. Don't worry, we'll probably have this curved over this way. And figure out some way to reroute it around this area. Don't worry, it'll work out, I promise. The same with the highway and the rail line that's over here too. We can reroute them if need be. Don't worry, it's all good. It's all good, I know what I'm doing, allegedly. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I don't. Me know what I'm doing. Yeah, right. Anyways. So let's just water all of this. I'll get the water going now. You might as well. I can deal with the electricity in just a minute here. And since I said this would be the airport, the cargo train station would be better off being right around here. So we'll get that watered as well. I'll keep the pipes down to an absolute minimum. Basically, let's just start off with some small oil wells right next door. We can upgrade these if need be, but we'll do like 6. And a very small petrochemical plant, right over here. Kind of the outskirts of the industrial area. I'll probably do like one-ways and all that stuff. But you get the general idea of what I'm trying to shoot here for. So, let's just power this bad boy up, and I think we've basically got all that we need to do for our oil district. And once again, I'll show you in just a minute, as soon as I get this finished off. The power lines are just temporary, by the way. There we go. Once again, we are looking for... And hang on a minute, I'm not doing this correctly. There we go. Would help if we had that. We're also going to have improved logistics and automation. We don't need no worker safety. Not important. Not important to us capitalists. But yes, you can kind of see production and workers needed to the next level. The moment of truth, though, is... Alright. So it looks like it's holding off. Working just fine, so... we're still not getting enough. What is going on? I wonder where we're all going over here. And why is there an oil truck all the way over here? Ugh, okay, I don't get it, but whatever. Speaking of oil trucks and the cargo trains, hey, did you forget something, me? Yeah, you did. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Cargo train terminal. We kind of need it over here. There. Very easy. Very simple. We like simple. Simple means less money to spend. You know. We got to get our thinking caps on now. Otherwise, if we don't, things are going to go bad. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course they're going to go bad, no matter what happens. And, of course, get me a small warehouse to get this puppy off on its feet. Oil products, please. And we're all set and ready to go. No, we're not. That's a lie. Now we're all set and ready to go. It's no longer a lie. How dare I? Oh, not enough Bruh, you have a buyer right here. What the hell? Oh. The forestry district is going very smoothly. Oh, and of course we can change the appearance on anything if we want, but we're not going to do that. So it's all good. So once again, that's all leaving. Finally, iron. This is where it gets a little bit odd. This is where it gets a little bit, shall we call it, difficult. Since it's kind of around mountains and all that. The obvious candidate is right here, but we have a train line smashed right through it. I don't like that. We would have to reroute that, kind of, or just leave it. What? Oh. We'll deal with traffic some other time. Not important. Anyways. I guess this is the best case scenario. We've already got a road over here, which can go this way towards the end of our city. We'll do like utility districts over here. All right, I like this area the best. Let us do it. So I know there's no roads or anything like that, or what have you, but we'll figure it out as time goes on here. Actually, you know what? Nah, not yet. Not yet. We're not ready for that. My bad. My bad. There we go. Let's do the road infrastructure first. That's definitely the most important. So with that being said, what I'd like to do is have this on. We will begin to extend that. Build the road right up in here. This is going to be hyper important too, considering there is a oil district right nearby, and a really good one at that. And then by default, I kind of have to put our this one's going to be a little interesting too, because we're probably going to have a highway exit somewhere in this vicinity. Speaking of which, I really need to keep my eye on this too, since we're kind of developing. We got plenty of space for it too, so I'm not really too worried. Probably, well, and now we should have a highway exit over here. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. Like I said, this one's going to be a little bit more trickier than the others. We'll do that. We'll save that for some other time. Again, we're not interested in that oil district. We just want one at a time. Because if we don't, that's going to cause some issues. If we can have this go around the outside without really causing too much of an issue over here, it would be great. And it caused an issue. Okay, well, that's all just powered cords. That's not going to do anything serious. Okay. I'll deal with the exit late in a little bit. I know we've got a bridge, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're just interested in getting the roads network infrastructure planned. Again, this is quite difficult considering we've got hills all over the place. It's kind of shaped in kind of a weird way-ish. But as long as it works, it's fine. And there we go. We'll deal with the power and electricity and all that stuff later on. Alright. I know our toll booth over here isn't connected anymore, but that should be fixed right about now. Alright. And if you get... We need some water for this area, too. Now, I don't know how a train line is getting in here. That's where it turns into kind of an issue. Fortunately, I think this spot is probably the best spot for a future train line, because we can kind of do two things at once. Considering there is an oil mill right there. Also, another option, too, if I really want to, is create kind of like a harbor bridge that between this area and this area. So that's another option as well. We've got the infrastructure set up for it. It's just we don't really have it available just yet. You know what I just realized? We can't build a highway exit. I future-proofed this, didn't I? I always love to do that. Just future-proof stuff. My goodness. It never fails. Anyways, I will ignore the fact that I kind of maybe screwed myself over, and... Okay, let's just draw the outline and fill her in. Like this. Once again, I know this is kind of large, but so be it. There it is. The crest sector is now open for business. Kind of. Remember I said we needed an interchange, though? I think we're going to have to create another one. I'll worry about that later on. Actually, we probably should do that next. So, hold on for 1 minute. I'm going to actually get an interchange up in here. That is not what I'm looking for. Try again. That's better. We don't need an industrial road for that. Don't need to have it come down like such. I know the power situation's been smacked again, but I'm not going to worry about it. And that's kind of the main entrance right there. I had a funny feeling that might be the case anyway, so... And then... You know what? We've got a road over here. This is pretty easy. Got a road over here. We got a road over here. Why not connect both of them up? Easy as that. And then we don't have any connected power lines. Hold on. There. Now that problem is solved. Keyword solved. Nothing to see here. Bruh. Okay. So we'll extend this out just a smidge, like say right around here to incorporate this into the entrance. Say hello to our new Iron District with its small little things. Hooray! We'll shut that off for just a second. I'll deal with the power and water situation. Well, we'll deal with the power situation now. It's already watered and all that. Since we've got kind of a highway intersection over here, so how am I going to do this? Again, this is without a doubt the trickiest because we've got hills and all that. I know, I don't like the hills, but we have no choice. And I'm not going to try and spend money on terraforming either. Terraforming's expensive, okay? We can't be doing that sort of thing. No, that sort of thing needs to be reduced to an absolute minimum. There. Yeah, the shareholders won't like if I blow all over 17 million on terraforming. All right. Actually, that's a good spot for me to build some of the iron industry that's over here. We'll build a couple on the street over here. Sure, why not? Do like 3. Have our ore grinding mill across the street. I know they need everything over here, so we'll finish that. Get the infrastructure set up. And voila, we're all set. You can be turned on. You know what I'm looking for this, policy-wise, and we're off. And just like that, we're almost off. One final piece of the puzzle. Now, unlike our other two ones, we're going to unfortunately, you know, kind of deal with having just a straight-up highway exit, but I'm willing to accept that for the time being until we can find something a little bit better. There we go. So our iron is basically going to be... products are going to be escaping the back door over here, per se. Again, that is not entirely ideal, but we'll allow it for the time being. Speaking of allowing, I mentioned I needed to keep tabs on this, and we're going to do exactly just that. Let me zone this whole area. Let there be peoples. People's everywhere. I know we got a train station over here, but I'm not going to worry about it. What is this? Oh, cemetery. Okay. So that should fill in. We need commercial too. So let me just do a couple minor things over here. I guess we can turn this into kind of a commercial drag. Sure, why not? This definitely has to be a commercial drag because of the train line. That's going to cause some issues, no doubt. Generally speaking, if I were to do that, that should be sufficient enough for commercial development for the time being. No, give me a minute. I got to make this... set it up just the way I want it over here. There we go. Oop. And there we go. That should be all set and ready to go. So we got some expansion on that, and I'm not going to worry about industry for right now. They want a new park? Tisk, tisk, tisk. These people. I've already given them like 10 million parks. Speaking of which, I do need some services for each. It now just dawned on me that I actually don't have the services needed to deal with all of this. So for each of them, they need a fire and a police. We're not going to give them medical care, at least not yet. But look, I understand they do need some stuff. Especially over here in the oil district where, you know, there's like flammable material. Not or like that's an issue or not. No, not at all. There we go. So now everything's been well protected. We don't need schools. We don't need health care. At least allegedly. I mean, I'm sure everything will be fine. So there we go. So now the trick is to let all of those grow up into level 5s. And that's inevitably what should happen. Now, as long as we have the workers and everything like that, we're good. So, let me just make a few minor touches over here. Say we get another couple more forestry districts over here. I can always upgrade these to big ones. What about you? How are you looking? Oh, we are still importing. Tisk, tisk, tisk. We can't have any of that. Now, can we? So we're going to crank it up to 10. Let's make it 12. There we go. I just started the iron mine, and that should basically set us up for, you know, good times. Or at least so I hope. So now that we've got that going, and look at that, right on cue, the oil district is reaching level 2. It's the oil that wins out. This is kind of like a race at this point. So So let us increase this a little bit. Now, what I like to do sometimes is have, like... Because this one's so big, let's start off by building a medium industrial road right down the center, like, say, right about... We'll call this approximately the center here. We'll see what I'm going to do in just a second here. What I sometimes like to do is do like a conveyor belt and have these small little 2-lane roads running down back and forth. I want industries to be... I want to leave a good amount of size, though, here. If we don't, we have the potential to screw ourselves out of room that we could desperately use for other projects. Some of these buildings, they can be quite big in size. So we build another one of these. Oop. Alright, hold up. Yeah, we'll have this one go this way. Back towards the main road. And we'll have it go straight ahead. Future me is definitely going to love this. Otherwise, he probably would curse me out right about now. I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? Don't worry, future me. I've got you covered, allegedly. I mean, how much? I don't know, but so be it. That's what they all say. Anyways. There we go. And the reason I'm doing 2 one-ways is just to make sure traffic moves in the correct direction, and it should. Also, right down the middle over here, I'll put down one little road. And that should set us up for, you know, and inevitably we'll fill this whole area out. So with that being said, let us throw up a few big rigs. Maybe do like 3 of them. We'll do the industrial barracks over on the side over here. More towards the coast, but away from where we're trying to, you know, do this. Okay. It's all set. Yes, I know. Education. That is not available. Nice try me. We put a crude oil tank farm, say, at the end of the road over here. As well as, say, on the corner over here. And then another petrochemical plant. Let's call it right over here for right now. And then we do have the ability to expand on this if need be, as if I want to decide to put another building over here, and then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, okay. Put one right there. I could put a fence just to make sure nobody tries to run away, because I'm sure somebody will. Start some sort of, like, uprising. We don't need communism in this city. Maybe in other places, games that we've played, or I've played before, but not in this one. Nope, not allowed. It's mandated. Anyways. And excuse you, game. Alright, and that help this district out a little bit. I'm actually going to put a few wind farms. There we go. Really? You're disconnecting? Okay, really? Why are you... We're all seeing this, right? There, it's connected. Oh my god. That was a little bit unnecessary. I suppose I could put another fishing thing over here if I really wanted to, but we'll leave it for right now. The fishing, these are basically just for the, you know, power needs of everything, like, say, or water pumping. Speaking of which. Alright, everything seems to be fine on this end, so why not? Always save your game. That's kind of important. Otherwise, you know, that's going to get ugly. So yeah, that is all set up. So at this point, we're just sitting back and, excuse me? You would have thought by now I would have learned my lesson on that, but no. I clearly have not. Okay. So that is all set. So now we just sit back and wait for all of these to build up. It's going to take some time, unfortunately, but there really isn't too much that we can do. Why is this not electrified? What is happening here? I'm supposed to do this with water, not power. Bruh, stop that. Not for nothing, but I could put some more people over here, too. I'm supposed to be making that same mistake with power, not water. I mean, excuse me, you know what I mean. Previously on Morgoth forgets to put, you know, the basics in. There. We'll give this area some love over here. We'll have it, some customers over here for our commercial center. That way they don't feel left out. This will fill in quite nicely. At this point, we're not worried about population, so whatever happens, happens. Now, I didn't really address, like, garbage, too. But fortunately, because these are areas, and because I don't really care about how the environment is in this area. Sorry, not sorry. Landfills for everybody. Hooray! Landfills for everyone, and you get a landfill, and you get a landfill. Everybody gets a landfill. I mean, they're probably going to... So there we go. See? The landfills turned out to be useful. And they'll auto-empty, too, just like our waste transfer centers, so... But yes, industries get stinky garbage, and nothing more. 'Cause I said so. And I have no idea why we're actually... Huh. Oh, what? I'm actually going to move this. This district is kind of annoying me a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why this district is kind of doing what it is. It's annoying me to a degree, but so be it. So anyways, that's kind of how our industrial areas go. So of course we'll be monitoring everything else, monitoring this. I'll be building it up. We've got several more areas to go.